So, we're going to be going over how to become absolutely broken in Elden Ring. This carried my stupid ass all the way to Radahn. Of course, Radahn's giving me a lot of fucking trouble, but, you know, it's good. This build carried me all the way there, so considering I'm fucking shit, that's pretty good. So we're gonna be on over here, and you're gonna hear a wolf howling. I'm not gonna ride all the way over there, but yeah, you're gonna hear a wolf howling. So then you'll have to come back to the Church of Elle. So you go here, and you talk to the merchant there, Calais, and he gives you the snap. If you've watched any content on this, you already know this, but just for people who don't. So you talk to Blythe afterwards. So after you do the snap, you meet a wolf man called Blythe, and he will help you if you need help for the Evergoal to get this sword. So you go to this Evergoal here, Forlorn Hound Evergoal. So you can go over here. So the path you'd probably will take to avoid minimal thing is you'd go here, which I'm assuming you have if you have Torrent, and you'd make your way down this path, cross the bridge down here, get that, go up here, do that, and once you go in, you'll get a summon sign for Blythe. He'll make the fight much easier, especially if you're doing this at an early level. And then, what you can do after that, so this swamp, Liurnia the Lakes, if you're doing this at the start, the wrong place, very, very dangerous. But you can just, for sure, you go to the Stormhill Shack and you go under this bridge. I'll show you the path. I'll do my best with one hand. And you make your way through that path down into Liurnia the Lakes. And you will eventually meet a giant who Blythe tells you to meet earlier. And he sells, make sure you have an abundance of runes before you do this, to grab all things, because he sells up to +4 somber smithing stones, which you need to upgrade this sword, and that makes it absolutely broken for the first part of the game, especially because it starts off with bleed, and its bleed is pretty good for this early, and its move, I'm sure you've seen it at this point, its special Ash of War, flip backward, jump back at the enemy, which I'm not sure if you're just really low or you have iframes, but either way I find myself never getting hit during the attack, which is absolutely amazing. So you can just, if you have enough FP, which if you let the giant know that you've been sent by Blythe, you get this right, god damn it, you get, which button? There we go. This right here lowers FP consumption by skills, meaning you can do this even on the lowest starting class's FP a bunch of times. Like, you can do the Ash of War a bunch of times. I'll show you Ash of War when we get to the giant. And, sorry, I thought I saw rumbling on the screen, but I'm pretty sure it's just my hand shaking. So, once you get the giant, you tell him Blythe sent you. And he gives you the option to buy that, which of course you will, since you're wanting to wreck everything up. And it can destroy most of the early bosses very easily. If you find yourself doing the kind of my map right now, can't remember the name. The grave at the start of the game where you need 2 sword stones to get in. You've 100% saw people recommending you go through it. Oh, that's a battery. Fridgefolk Hero's Grave. If you go through that, this thing's weapon art absolutely melts lost. Like, you can stay behind it so it can't hit you. There's a site grace there. It's just you grab that. If you haven't gotten the invitation to the round table yet, and you haven't done Margot yet, which, you know, sword would help Margot, you will get the invitation to the round table hold on that one, or at least you should, in the tree. So, you can go, I might be going the wrong way. Either way, this is just a little bit longer. Should really been looking at my map as I went. I'm not quite sure of this area. I've only been here once. Yeah. You can drop down here without dying. Yeah, that's fine. Of course, if you went the correct path, you wouldn't have to worry about that. But if you were following me, it's fine. But I wouldn't recommend you follow me to the exact point. And you very specifically want to be going... you can go here to fight the tutorial boss again if you didn't know. I just want to... Stop passing over that. Here, road to the manor. So... I'll just zoom out on that so that you can see exactly where it is. It's here. So. And so if we make our way there, hopefully I can make it there without hitting an enemy like I did the first time, just to prove its legitimacy. But playing with one hand gonna be a little bit more difficult. I'm gonna finish this and gonna turn out appalling quality, I swear. That's a dangerous enemy, you usually want to just go around that, but I'm very certain you can outrun him. Oh, I haven't grabbed that Sight of Grace, I'm not gonna stop for it though. Gotta be professional here. I haven't been to these ruins either before. I must have taken a different path, but this path clearly so far has still been working, so that's fine. It's about all the fucking shaking going on. I shot with the shaking. Just pass those crystals around this. Yeah, you can see the Raya Lucaria Academy inside. I hope that's the Raya Lucaria Academy and I'm not an idiot. Yes, the Raya Lucaria Academy. Yeah, because this guy's on the path to the Carrion Mansion, so I wasn't certain. That was a giant shrimp, he's gonna shoot me. Hopefully it was a crab. But it could be a giant shrimp. Slip through this area unnoticed. There's not many enemies here. This is I believe a reference to Innsmouth from through, I think that's the name of the town. Hopefully that's the name of the town. It doesn't like sound like an uncultured swine. You just go through. You can see in the distance where he is. Ground this bugger. And see the collapsed bridge. So we're obviously gonna be crossing that crest, but obviously not going to be crossing that it's a crashed bridge. I mean, I guess the sinking bridge. Give me a second. Yeah. So I told you a second. This is gonna come out atrociously long because I'm doing this. But yeah. There's a nasty surprise here somewhere, which I'm going to try avoid. I'm going to look away from there so I don't show you the nasty surprise. That wasn't the nasty surprise, that was just because of these flowers, okay? I did not do a naughty. Okay, I avoided the nasty surprise. avoid the land octopus. Just go around to the back. They aren't very agile, those splatoons, those land octopuses. And go up here. Sorry if I'm talking too much. I just realised how much I'm talking here. You just need a walking guide and you've got me blabbing on you. I just need to walk my ass over and I'm just blabbing and blabbing. I believe this is an illusory wall. Yep, it's an illusory wall. I got hit there. But you don't have to. So, Grayson, here's big man. Big guy. Large guy. And here he is. So you should have an option to talk to him about Blythe. And he'll give you the option to buy this. And yeah, you got 1, 2, and 3, and this weapon will be really good. I've currently got mine at +6, and just to show you the requirements. Oh, Jesus! I keep doing that. So that's the twin blade. Don't worry about that. So you need 18 strength and 17 dex. You gotta level up a bit before you can use it, but overall not too bad. And here's the stats at +6. I can't show you +4 because I'm not +4 anymore, but yeah. Pretty good sword. And I will show you the Ash of War as promised, just in case you haven't seen it somehow. So, as you see, Skip Beluda. And if you notice, that is what we saw in the trailer. Which is ironically where in Vati Video's video he mentioned you can put Ashes of War onto other weapons. Like, that's possible, just not with this one. Okay. Goodbye and have fun.